Hey, welcome back to another episode of Heroes and Videos. Today we're going to be doing a lightning round with some new comics I just picked up at the local comic shop, and most of which I have not read, so there won't be any spoilers in this. Stick around to the end though, because we've got some great books out that are really leading to, I think, some big things and big finishes in comics, and a group that hasn't had a #1 in ages is back. So I'm super excited about that, as well as some really awesome variant covers in here. So hit the like button, hit notifications, subscribe to the channel, all that wonderful stuff, and let's get right into it. I know I'm always promising you guys a lightning round, and I seldom do it, but here we go. Last issue of Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter, and I can't read it. I'll look. Oh, there's the regular cover. I love how DC does this. They do the regular covers inside the cardstock variant covers. Sorry about the glare, but yeah, I can't read this book. Shout out to Ethan at the local comic shop, who told me it's an amazing wrap up of this story, and it kind of really leads into whatever's going to happen next. So I'm super excited. Unfortunately, I've picked up the first and second issues in like third or fourth or fifth printing, whatever it is at this point. And I've been collecting them from about 7 or 8 up, but I haven't read them. And so I kind of want to go back and get the ones I'm missing before I read this. But I have been subscribed to the last few issues. Absolute Martian Manhunter, the couple issues I did read at the beginning, fantastic. It's like when folks, The Vision by Tom King, Miracle Man, not that I'm thinking all Tom King here, Absolute Batman. There are certain books that when they come out, you just know, wow, this is special, and that's one of those books. Next up is a What If. Marvel's been doing some what ifs here recently, and this one really caught my attention. What if Secret Wars? And down the sidebar there you see the gimmick on this one is, what if the Ultimate Universe survived the Secret Wars? So spoiler for a 10-year-old comic book. I guess it's been 10 years at this point. But when those Earths collided, the Ultimate Universe and Marvel's 616 universe, the Ultimate Universe did not survive that, and at least initially. And so this is what if the other thing happened. And I'm looking really forward to reading this. Going to be on vacation at some point, probably come and gone by the time you see this video. Magic of time travel. I'm recording it before you actually see it. Go figure. But this is one I'm taking with me to read on the way and when I'm there. Speaking of alternate universes, or the multiverse, or alternate universes, I'll let you figure out whether I'm talking about Archie or not. There's a special Archie celebrates America's 250th birthday. So I thought that was kind of cool. I used to read Archie books when I was a kid. I haven't been reading Archie for a while, but it's it just looks like it looks like a good time and fun. And I figured, hey, in honor of the 4th of July and America's 250th anniversary, because yes, I remember the 200th was a pretty big deal back in the day. But we love that Marvel bicentennial calendar too. Should have really done a video on that. I have that somewhere. I know I've had it at some point. I'm hoping I still have it somewhere. But maybe later in July we'll do a 250th episode, or a 250th anniversary of the country. I'm not even sure what that's called. It's not bicentennial. Somebody told me recently the semi-quincentennial, so half of 500 years. So knock on wood we get there. I know I won't. Maybe someone will be watching this somewhere out in the universe. This will be there, like in Contact, and in 500 years across the Andromeda Galaxy or whatever. Speaking of alternate universes, still had to pick this up. It's a facsimile edition, if you will, or reissue of Avengers JLA, that Kurt Busiek, George Perez 4-issue miniseries from way back. And yes, I have the originals, and yes, I have the trade paperback they did not too long ago for the Heroes Initiative, and it's just a beautiful book. But I had to pick up this variant cover because, as you can see, it's Dan Mora doing all those heroes in the Justice League and Avengers. So I just had to get it just for that cover. Beautiful book. Speaking of beautiful covers, believe it or not, this beautiful, what I want to say is an Alex Ross painting of, I had not seen Ultron over there in the background, of Yellow Jacket and the Wasp, and Ultron in the background. Is he looking out of a window? That looks really odd there. Oh no, it's old school Ultron where he had the big box on the bottom, like around circa Avengers 68, 67, 68, somewhere in there. But it's just a beautiful cover. Now, it's got nothing to do with what's going on inside the book. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 32, the regular cover over here behind me. But I just had to pick that up because, I know too many variant covers, but that's just a beautiful, beautiful book. Speaking of beautiful books, this one's a bit odd. I'm looking forward to this, The Dead Man number 2. I believe it's a limited series. I was not overwhelmed with number 1, but the aforementioned Ethan did recommend this to me, said it does kick up a notch and gets better with the second issue. Iron Man number 7 is next up. Legacy, where are you? 687. So we're getting to a big issue for anniversary issue for Iron Man as well. War Machine is the beginning of that. I've enjoyed the first 6 issues of this run. It's pretty neat. Speaking of that team that is having a new number 1, it hadn't had a number 1 in a while, at least as far as I know. This is the DC Connect in terms of what's coming out soon, and there's going to be a new Legion of Superheroes book, so that's super exciting. They've Legion, and also there's going to be a new Doom Patrol book. Both of those titles have been hit or miss for me. They've had flashes of brilliance, and sometimes they don't. So I'm hoping those two books will be great when they come out. Next up, had to pick up Challenges of Doom, Mr. Fantastic. I believe this is Peach Momoko. You guys know this better than me will have to let me know. It looks like there's going to be some Challenges of Doom with each of the Fantastic Four. Super excited to see that. I'm actually going to look at an ad on the inside here for Spider-Man 1000. Is it me? Or does that look like the Black Knight in the background coming through, whatever that is? That kind of looks like Dane Whitman. But super excited because September will be Amazing Spider-Man 1000. So super psyched about that. Again, with the variant covers, you'll see Batman 11 behind me there. This is the regular cover for Batman 11 in Oyo Sites. I'm not sure that's how to pronounce her name. These have been great. The whole Mac Fraction run, I know I've talked about it before. Every issue self-contained. However, they do tell a bigger story. It's kind of like episodic television. So Batman number 11, we are winding down to the last couple here, so hang in there with me. The Mortal Thor number 12, another amazing cover. Alex Ross is just crushing it on these covers. I'm assuming that's Alex Ross. It certainly looks like his style with what looks like Thor and Sigurd Jarlson, who has been really the star of this series. This is number 12, Legacy. Come on, Thor, Iron Man makes the print big enough for me to read. 798 maybe. So we are obviously coming up on a big anniversary where we'll probably go back to Legacy numbering for an issue. But Mortal Thor's been great. I really have no idea what's going on. It sounded like leading up to this issue, this was going to tell us. So I'm super psyched to read that. I will also be reading that on vacation. Next up is the one I'm going to give you a little spoilerage for. Love this cover. Who is this artist? Oh, Sorrentino? Is that it? I want to say Nick Sorrentino, but he used to did a lot of Marvel stuff. I think he did one of the Old Man Logan runs. It's this Fantastic Four. That cover jumps out at me like the old Ghost Rider cover. I want to say it was Ghost Rider 15 from back in the 90s that was glow in the dark. I got 1 or 2 of those around here somewhere. I had a bunch because that's when I had a shop. But that's what that cover reminded me of. And his art is just so amazing to me. It's just so odd. And I'm going to give a little spoilerage away. Well, I'll just show you a little bit of it there. He has such a fascinating art style. And it says right on the cover, oops, not Ghost Rider, but an incredible simulation. And it kind of is. It's a pretty good, fun story. Fantastic Four with Ryan North has been, like I described the Batman book, that the Matt Fraction's Batman, it's very, very much each story is one and done. However, they fit together with a bigger whole. This one, not so much. This honestly feels kind of like a fill-in. The art is a little bit jarring because he hasn't been doing this book, but it is beautiful. And if you enjoy his art, this is in your wheelhouse, so to speak. Oh, did I say wheelhouse when I'm talking about a Ghost Rider book? Sorry, the best puns are the unintended puns. Anyway, Fantastic Four. I mean, if you're only, what is it they say? If you only read one book this month, that's a pretty good one. So it could even be, let's say, fantastic. So thanks for sticking around to the end. I promised you a lightning round. I tried to keep it under 10 minutes. Missed it by that much for you Maxwell Smart fans out there. Oh, shout out to the Avengers behind me. I could make a joke about the Avengers have fallen, but the Avenger poster did fall. So until I get us back up, that's what we get. That's the amazing production budget we have here at Heroes and Videos. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end. As always, keep reading comics, keep going to see movies in theaters, and be kind to each other.